Marcy and Ryan, not only are the officers dealing with extreme heat as they search for more remains, we're told they're also working on rough terrain and have to be extra cautious when walking the area. Now, as for identifying those remains found on Monday and Tuesday, we're told that could take up to 6 months. Piles of dirt start to accumulate down a small dirt road in North Edinburg. As police officers and city workers continue braving the South Texas heat, searching for more human remains. But the task hasn't been easy. Lieutenant Oscar Trevino says they faced many obstacles along the way.
The investigators not only have a concern of trampling over any evidence that might be disturbed, but they also have to be looking out for themselves for the mere reason that being in this orange grove, you know, there are snakes, it's hot outside, there's going to be rattlesnakes.
Keeping an extra eye on their surroundings, these men and women continue sifting through dirt, walking along canal banks and scouring the orchards, hoping to find some clues, anything that can help them identify the remains of that person found just a few days before.
We are planning in the next couple of days to submit the remains for examination, for analysis, and for autopsy in the hopes of obtaining some DNA that will help us in identifying this person.
But finding out who that person was won't happen overnight. Pathologist Dr. Norma Jean Farley says if skeletal remains aren't sent to an anthropologist, the process can take up to 2 months. But in this case, the remains will be sent for further testing, meaning it could take up to 6 months or longer before police know anything about these remains.
They're looking at each bone, measuring each bone, and giving a very detailed report of what they're finding, and then trying to determine again if it's one individual. They may have to DNA every single bone.
While this process can be tedious and a somewhat daunting task, all involved in this case say it'll be worth it when a grieving family gets the closure they deserve. Dr. Farley says all of the bones found today were animal. As for those human remains found on Monday and Tuesday, she says they've already been placed into evidence and are getting ready to be sent off for testing. Now, police are treating this as a homicide. We'll continue following this story and bring you the very latest as it becomes available to us. In our Hidalgo County Newsroom, Katie Lopez, Action 4 News.